What up, y'all? It's Showtime, Mr. Talk. Get it town, live and direct, K97.5. We here. Got my man, BJ, the Chicago Kid. What up, sir?
Dude, what's happening?
How you doing, man?
Good
to see you. Good to see you. So you're in Raleigh right now as a part of this Jill Sky tour. So before we talk about that, let's talk about you as an artist and how you came into this lane, into this realm that you're in. So let's talk about your beginnings as an artist.
Okay, I started really writing when I was in school. That's when the songwriting and the poetry and any other just form of just free writing kind of just came into play. Learn how to count bars. I love music, could sing a little bit, but I still never knew really how to count bars. I took band in high school, never structurally took it as a class, so I just always knew music as a feeling and what felt natural. And I later began to learn what was natural to me. How to actually look at it in a structured format and how to structure it even better. So fast forward from then, so songwriting and background singing was my occupation when I finally moved to LA. Singing background from Mary Mary, and then went from Mary Mary to Usher right in the middle of Confessions. So it was such a big shift in the means of everything. And as a songwriter, I felt like I had a chance to work with a lot of artists that I admired. So me admiring those artists long before I had a chance to write for them, I felt like I can help understand where they want to go for as a new project, even though I'm blindly shooting.
Right.
And some of those records they didn't take, they didn't like, they didn't rock it with, they didn't feel like it was best for them. So some of those records, those producers trust me with, and some of those records I probably put too much of myself and my own identity on for them to see themselves creating that record. So I began to take those records, and those records began to help form BJ the Chicago Kid as an artist, because I felt the way I felt writing for them the same way I felt. It's just the fact of, is that how they felt, or do they have something that's like that already? Do they feel like they even have the balls to say that?
Right.
So my freedom is what gave me my freedom.
So you talk a lot about your feelings, and of course you're from Chicago, and Chicago has a history of really dope, really great R&B artists. Dave Hollister and R. Kelly and yourself. What's the process of writing for you as someone who comes from that soulful environment? How do you go about making your music?
I think the one thing that all of us possess is truth. Whether it's lyric, whether it's feeling, whether it's emotion, whether it's vocally, we pride ourselves off of that. And that's what the core of soul is. Soul comes from church, R&B comes from church. All that is turned and flipped, and the blues the same thing. So I feel like that same truth is what kind of give us our freedom of expressing, or just even being vulnerable enough to, to give y'all the emotion that we feel for that particular word, let alone the song. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, the conviction is